speaking manual. And the title is, I am not who you think I am. And the intro is as follows. In this era of fake news, Christian wants to set the record straight. Please welcome Christian Knight.
Thank you, Madam Toastmasters and guests. Every time I get up here, I give you a view of me that is only partially accurate. I tell you about all the wonderful things I'm doing. I tell you about all the cool things I know. And you get the idea that I'm really cooler, awesomer than I really am. I'm like basically a Russian hacker's version of myself is who I am. But I learned recently that I'm not as cool as I thought I was. And actually this was just last night. I was out on Snowflake Lane with my family, my 3 children, my wife, my sister, my niece and my nephew. You guys know what Snowflake Lane is, right? It's Kipper Freeman's efforts to exploit the cheer of Christmas. He gets to pay more, buy more. He uses these candy cane elves and drummer boys that are 12 feet tall. Suds coming down as snowflakes. Anyway, I'm there in this environment. There's crowds of people. They're all hugging and shaking hands, smiling at each other, chatting. Thousands of them. And all of a sudden, very quietly, the crowds disperse. And I hear my wife say, "Oh no, here comes that guy." And I look up and I see a man. He's got a beard, a dark trimmed beard. He's got a trench coat. He's got a video camera mounted to his head and a microphone to his lips. And I look at him and I think, here's my chance. This is my chance. He's also got a sign, one of those super tall Westboro Baptist signs. He's holding it like a war flag. It says something like, "You're all sinners, you're all going to hell, but P.S., God loves you."
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this is my chance. This is my chance. The only other time you get to experience a dynamic like this is with sports. I mean, think about it. When you're a toddler, as soon as you are able to speak the words, "This is mine, I don't want to share it with anybody," somebody's telling you to share it with your brother, with your sister, with your friends, right? And then they sign you up for Pee-wee basketball, and they tell you to steal it, take it. And then on the way home, they say, "Jimmy, you got 5 steals today, we're going to take you to ice cream." Well, this was that moment for me. It was that moment I could be me. So I look at this guy, and he's speaking, he's just quoting Bible verses, and the sound is coming out of his trench coat. He's got speakers in his trench coat, but the sound isn't very good. The sound it's kind of static. I don't know, the connection was bad, or maybe Satan was trying to interfere. I'm not really sure what was going on, but the sound wasn't very good. So I walk up to him and I say, "Why is belief so important? That's all I want to know." And he starts spouting Bible verses to me that had nothing to do with the question I asked. Nothing at all. And I can see that he's recording me because the red light in his video camera is blinking. And I say, "You do realize you're recording yourself right now, don't you?" And he just keeps spouting about. And before you know it, there's 2 other guys who come over, and they've got their signs, the Westboro Baptist Church signs that they're holding like war flags, and they start spouting Bible verses at me. And one says to the other, "Don't even bother this guy. Satan has a hold of his soul." Satan has a hold of his soul. And I said, "Jesus Christ!" And the other guy says, "You see what I mean?" And I said, "Holy shit!" And they said, "I'm telling you, Satan's got a hold of his soul." Anyway, the whole exchange got me to thinking, maybe I'm not really as good as I thought I was. And I went back through recent memory just a few weeks ago when we were coming back down from Stevens Pass. The highway was loaded full of cars. We pulled off at Rico's Pizza and Gold Bar to go eat while we waited out the traffic. And we walk into this little pizza restaurant, and Everything is full. Every table is full except for the big one in the middle, which was perfect for our family of 5. And so I sit down there and I set my stuff down there. You know, now that I think about it, I should have brought a Westboro Baptist church sign because I would have cleared out the entire restaurant. But I didn't have one of those handy. So I set down my hat, I set down my keys, and then I went to the bathroom. And when I came back, there was a kid sitting there. Well, he was like 25, maybe. And he's got tattoos on his arms. And I sat down right next to him. And I said, "You're in my seat." And he says, "No, you're in my seat." And I said, "No, I was here before you. You see, these are my keys. This is my seat." And he said, "No, I was here before you." And I said, "How do you explain that? Because my keys were here, and so was my hat, and nothing else was on this table." And he said, "Well, there's a booth over there. You can go sit in that one." And I said, "No, that's where you need to go sit." And he said, "Fine." So he and his 2 buddies, tattooed, mid-20s, went over and sat in the booth. And my family comes down, and I'm feeling kind of proud, you know, like I had really kind of defended space for my family. And that's when the guys sitting in the booth just to the left of me looked over and they said, "Hey, they were there first. I'm just saying." And I realized then that I really was not awesome at all. That Satan really might have a hold of my soul. And so anyway, what I'm trying to say is, last night, those guys with their Westboro Baptist church signs, you know, they repelled everybody. But they really got me to think, if I confess, maybe there's a chance for me after all. And that's what I'm doing here today. Thanks.